Welcome back to OT Sports. Today we got our Week 8 NFL game predictions. Very excited for this one. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. We do college football, we do NBA, we do college basketball, MLB also. Obviously, they're just heading into the World Series. Congrats to Rangers and Diamondbacks fans. Should be a pretty entertaining series to watch. But yeah, one more thing before we get into it. My Discord and X are linked in the description. I'll just tweet random stuff about sports, so if you want some bonus content, you can go and follow that. It's linked in the description. And then Discord, if you want to join that, maybe you can appear on an episode, just kind of talk, debate with me. It's more fun with another person to record with. And then you can you could become like a reoccurring guest even. Like we could just have you on every time we do a certain video. So yeah, college basketball, NBA, NFL, college football, and MLB. And yeah, I think that's really all to say here. Let's just get right into it. Starting off with the standings. I'm in first. I got a nice, comfortable 5-game lead. This week was a pretty rough week. We will kind of recap the games as we go on, just ever so slightly. But yeah, pretty tough week. Me and Connor had the best week at 6-7. I believe Matthew and Sammy went 5-9. Um, Ben went four. No. It was me and Connor went 6-7. Matthew and Sammy went 5-8. Ben went 4-9. Jackson went 3-10, and then Jack went 2-11. So pretty rough week. Me and Connor had the best week, and we got a 3-way tie for second. So hopefully we get that figured out, because we only got first, second, and third place medals. So Connor sitting there with no medal. We had him on our NBA season prediction video Monday nights. You can go check that out. It's a very great video. It's a little long, but we talk about every team for a good amount of time. But anyways, enough NBA. Let's get into the game picks this week, and we got Bucks versus Bills. Yeah, we got 3 on the Bills, 1 on the Bucks. I'm going to take the Bills. I think the Bills bounce back in this game and get a win. They didn't play too good against the Patriots last week. But I don't know. I feel like the Patriots sometimes could play them tough. It was in New England. Mac Jones had a pretty good 2-minute drive there to win the game. So good for him. I was not expecting that. And then last week the Bucks didn't look too good against the Falcons in a low-scoring game. No Bijan, Falcons still won. So yeah, and Ritter, he looked all right. Well, we don't need to talk about the Falcons because this is the Bucks. Obviously, Mayfield was okay. Obviously, 16-13, so not like a huge offensive explosion, but pretty low-scoring battle. But the Bucks did end up losing. So 2 teams coming off the loss. Who's gonna bounce back? I'll go with the Bills in this one. Thursday Night Football. Give me the Bills and Josh Allen. I just trust them a little more. They're favored 8.5, so I'm gonna take them. We got Rams, Cowboys. This could be a sneaky good game. The Rams are a pretty good team. Their record's 3-4, but I think they're a little better than what their record says. They've been in a lot of games. They got a nice offense. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. That's a good duo right there. So I think the Rams offense could give the Cowboys a little trouble, but again, the Cowboys defense is pretty good. So I'm gonna go Cowboys here. It's in Dallas. They are favored in this one by 6.5. So I think this one could. I don't know. I think the Cowboys offense should be able to score relatively easily. Maybe Aaron Donald gets some troubles. He gives them some troubles. He is a game wrecker, but. And then just to recap what these teams did last week, the Cowboys, I believe, were on bye last week. So coming off the bye, they had some extra time to prepare. And then the Rams lost to the Steelers in a tough game. Their defense created some problems for them. I think the Cowboys defense could do maybe a little something similar. Give me the Cowboys. Vikings Packers. This is a little interesting NFC North battle here. Two teams that aren't, super good, but also they're not the bottom of the barrel. 3-4 versus 2-4 Packers coming off the bye. And then last week the Vikings beat San Francisco on Monday night, so pretty impressive win for there. I was definitely not expecting that. Um, they had a guy with 2 picks. Bynum, I don't know what his first name was, but good for him. Jordan Addison looked phenomenal without Justin Jefferson. So, and and obviously McCaffrey did McCaffrey type things, even coming off the injury. But yeah, so and then yeah, the Packers coming off the bye, so maybe this helps them. It's in Lambeau. They get some extra time to prepare. They get some rest, but I don't know. The Vikings just came off, just beat the Niners. I think they're starting to figure some things out. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I don't really like Jordan Love here. Now the Vikings defense isn't really anything too special, but I trust I trust Kirk Cousins more than I do Jordan Love. So give me the Vikings. I think they score enough to beat the Packers. But that one could definitely go either way. I mean, the line's even, but I'm still gonna go Minnesota. Next game, Falcons and Titans. And this one, we got 4 people on the Falcons, but I think this one is a 50-50 game. I could see it going either way. I believe Will Levis is starting this game, so we'll see kind of what we get from him. The Titans did just trade Kevin Byard to the Eagles, so it looks like the Titans are starting to blow some things up. They're starting a rookie QB now. But, I mean, the Titans are at home. I don't believe they've lost at home yet this year. Yeah, they're undefeated at home. I don't know. I feel like the Titans are due for a win. The Falcons have kind of been squeaking by. It's in Tennessee. I'm gonna go with the Titans, even with Will Levis. I don't know if he'll play the whole game. We might still see some Tannehill. We might see some Malik Willis even. I don't know. I feel like the Titans match up good. They have a very phenomenal run defense, and the Falcons are a run first team, obviously. All the quarterbacks in this game, are gonna struggle because they're all not the best. Ritter, Tannehill, Will Levis, Malik Willis, whoever gets in for the Titans. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Titans here. So I'm gonna be by myself. Kind of risky since I am up 5 games, but I do think the Titans will win this one. So give me Tennessee. I feel like they're due for a win. Saints versus Colts. This is a tough one. Kind of a sneaky good game. The Saints coming off a loss Thursday night against the Jaguars. They do get that long week though. That is, I think it will be a pretty big factor here. The Colts just came a little bit short. It fell a little short to the Browns. There was an offensive shootout. The Browns did end up winning 39-38. So, good for them and PJ Walker, I guess. But Minshew has been playing pretty good. I don't know if I can trust him though. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about. It is in Lucas Oil Stadium, so that's interesting. This one's I'm kind of 50-50 on, honestly. This one's tough to decide who's going to win this. New Orleans is favored by 1. I'm going to go with the Saints here. I don't know. I feel like Minshew might have a little bit of an off game coming off the huge game last week. Well, I guess not the huge game, but kind of an offensive explosion for them. I don't think they can replicate that, especially with a backup quarterback in. And the Saints, they've had a long week playing on Thursday. I think they come prepared, and I think the Saints defense gives the Colts a little bit more troubles. So give me the Saints and Derek Carr in this one. Patriots and Dolphins. The Patriots upset the Bills last week, and they looked not too bad doing it. They were in control for most of that game until late in the fourth quarter, but they did still end up winning. Mac Jones led his team down the field for a game-winning drive. But, yeah, I mean, and then the Dolphins last week, they didn't look too good against the Eagles Sunday night. I don't think the Patriots can replicate that big of an upset 2 weeks in a row. This is going to be 2 tough games in a row. This one's on the road now. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have a nice bounce back week, and I think the Patriots struggle a little in this one. Um, I don't think they can replicate the same amount of success they had last week. And the Dolphins, I think, bounce back at home. Give me, give me Miami. Uh, I'm liking what I've seen from them. I know they lost last week, but 5-2, still very good. So give me Miami here. Jets, Giants, a New York battle. The Jets are favored by 3. Jets coming off the bye. They're gonna get some extra time to prepare in this one. It is in what is their stadium called? MetLife, I believe. Yeah, it's in MetLife Stadium. Um, the Giants actually play in New Jersey. I didn't know that till recently. But you know, it's a cool little game. Jets Giants. We don't see this one too often. But yeah, they're gonna play up. They're gonna match up against each other. Zach Wilson versus Daniel Jones. Two um, people who play the quarterback position. Yeah, they're not great, but that's what we're getting. Um, I think the Jets' defense causes the Giants a little bit of trouble this week. You know, last week they played against the Commanders' defense, who really hasn't been all that good to start the year, and they only scored 14. They won 14-7. I'm going to go Jets. I'm going to trust Zach Wilson. Daniel Jones isn't looking very good. I don't know why they paid him all that money. That seemed a little ridiculous to me at the time. I feel like the Jets can kind of shut down the Giants' offense. They don't really have too many playmakers. Really, just Jalen Hyatt and Saquon Barkley. Darren Waller, maybe he causes us some matchup problems, but I think Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, the secondary will be fine. Quinton Williams and the D line should be able to contain Saquon Barkley. I don't think he goes crazy. I don't know. I like the matchup here for the Jets. They're coming off the bye. Give me, give me the green New York team in this matchup. Jaguars Steelers. This is a little interesting. The Steelers just keep on finding ways to win. Mike Tomlin's a great coach. He just wins games. That's what he does. They're 4-2 now, and I honestly don't think they have any business being 4-2. Um, yeah, they got some good wins. They beat the Rams, they beat the Ravens, they beat the Browns. All not too bad teams. But yeah, the Jags are only favored by 2.5, which kind of surprises me. Jags are 5-2. It is in Pittsburgh, so that's obviously a big advantage. Pittsburgh's always a tough place to play. Kenny Pickett, in all honesty, I haven't been really paying attention to him. I don't think he's been like too crazy. He's got 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So the QBR is not looking too good. So, but yeah, I feel like they have to rely on their defense to make a crazy play and score a touchdown to win a game every week. But it keeps on happening. Does it happen in this one? I don't know. The Jags played Thursday night last week. They got the long week. They're coming off a win. So are the Steelers. But I feel like the Steelers are kind of due for a loss. They keep on squeaking by. Give me Jacksonville here. Trust their playmakers. I think they got enough guys on offense to be able to handle the Steelers defense. TJ Watt's obviously a problem, but he always is going to be, no matter how how stacked your team is. He's always going to be an issue. And that's not the only guy they got on the defense, but he is obviously um, the main guy on that defense. But I feel like ETN might go off this game. I feel like he poses some matchup issues in this one, running the ball and catching the ball. Um, Recently it's been all Christian Kirk, but maybe they get Calvin Ridley involved. I don't really know. I'm gonna trust Trevor Lawrence more than Kenny Pickett, and yeah, I feel like the Steelers are just due for one. So give me the Jags. Eagles Commanders. This is a weird one. Um, because it seems like every time these two teams play, the um the Commanders always find a way to make it interesting, or sometimes even win. They almost won last time. The Eagles had to take them to overtime. The Commanders beat them last year when they were like 11-0. Uh, this one's in Washington, so it could be a little weird, but I don't know. I can't go alone here on the Commanders. I was thinking about it, but I'm up 5 games. I don't want to risk this one. This one's a little too risky for me. I'm gonna trust the better team. I'm gonna trust Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to get this one done. Coming off a big win on Sunday night against the Dolphins, they looked very impressive to me. The Commanders are a little inconsistent, a little too inconsistent for my liking. They lost to the Giants last week, only putting up 7 points. Sam Howell wasn't very good in that game. So give me the Eagles in this one. I thought about it, but this is another sneaky little game here. I'm pretty sure the Texans are coming off the bye last week. Yeah, both teams coming off the bye. This is the battle of the top two picks in this previous NFL draft. C.J. Stroud versus Bryce Young, and this one's tough. This is another one. I was again thinking of the Panthers here. I feel like they gotta get a win. They're 0-6, the only team without a win in the league so far. Every other team has at least 2 wins. Not the Cardinals, but besides the Cardinals, I don't know. I really was considering the Panthers, but I gotta go C.J. Stroud, man. I feel like I've been a little low on the Texans this year. C.J. Stroud's looked better than Bryce Young by far. Maybe he just has a better team. That could definitely be it. But I don't know, man. C.J. Stroud's been playing very good. He's been playing like a top 15 quarterback this year. I don't think that's crazy to say. He's been very good. Right now, he might be the Rookie of the Year. I don't really know. I don't know what the odds are. But I mean, I would probably say he is. Just off of like going off my head right now. But yeah, I mean, I thought about this one but I don't know. I'm gonna trust C.J. Stroud. I feel like he's been coming in second to Bryce Young all his life. I feel like finally this is where he proves himself. Cause like in college, Bryce Young won the Heisman over him. He was picked first, picked before him. So C.J. Stroud ended up second, obviously. But yeah, this is like a C.J. Stroud revenge game in my mind. So give me the Texans here over the Panthers. This is a good game. Obviously, it'd be better if Deshaun Watson was here, but I mean maybe not. I don't know. The Deshaun Watson hasn't been very good, in all honesty, this season. Seattle's favored by 3.5. It is in Seattle. I believe P.J. Walker is suiting up to start. I don't think Deshaun Watson's playing. Jerome Ford is out as well. Um, I don't know, man. P.J. Walker's been pretty rough this year. He did beat the Colts last week. Seattle's coming off the bye though. I'm pretty sure. Um, I don't know. Seattle beat Arizona last week, but I don't know, man. Seattle's they're 4-2, but I don't think they've looked too impressive. They beat Arizona 20-10, so I mean they were trailing in the second quarter, but that was early in the game. They did pick it up a little. Jackson Smith and Jigba had a good game, so good for him. I love seeing Ohio State players succeed in the NFL. I'm gonna go Seattle. I don't think I'm not gonna trust P.J. Walker. I'm gonna trust Geno Smith a little more in the talent they have in Seattle. It's in Seattle. It's a far travel. All signs are pointing towards Seahawks, so I'm gonna take them. Chiefs Broncos. We just saw this game 2 weeks ago on Thursday night. I don't know why we have it so close to that game, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. The Chiefs are obviously the better team in this matchup. I don't think that's really a question at all. Yeah, Kansas City 7-0, or not 7-0, sorry, 6-1. They're favored by 7. Um, they beat the Chargers last week in a game. I picked the Chargers for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking there. And then the Broncos last week did beat the Packers, but their offense is just abysmal. They couldn't get in the end zone in the first half, and really even the second half. They only had one offensive touchdown that game, 4 field goals for them, and Jordan Love was not very good. Obviously, the Broncos' defense stinks. Their offense stinks. Give me the cheese. This one's pretty simple. Ravens Cardinals, another one pretty simple to me. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They just beat the Lions last week. They blew them out actually. I feel like this is a game where the Ravens would lose. I don't know. They just kind of lose some weird games sometimes. But I can't. I just can't go going against them. They're so hot right now. They just took down the Lions, who were looking like possibly a top 3 team in the NFC. Um, so yeah, give me Baltimore. Arizona's 1-6. They're tanking for that quarterback, but I mean maybe not. They still have Kyler Murray. I think he's coming back next week. I don't think it is this week. Even if it is, he hasn't played in a long time. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore in this matchup. Bengals Niners. This is a tough one. Afternoon game in San Fran. 49ers are favored by 3.5. But I'm gonna. This one's tough to pick. I was I really can't see the 49ers losing 3 in a row. But man, the Bengals coming off the bye, I feel like that's what they needed. Joe Burrow hasn't really been healthy to start the year. Hopefully he's better now. I mean, we're now in week 8, so it's been 7 weeks. And I feel like the Bengals they got to start turning it on now. They can't start 3-4. I guess the Chiefs did that one time and went like 12-5 or I think something like that. But I feel like they got to win this one. But I just can't see 49ers losing 3 in a row. They're at home too. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the Bengals. I think Sam Darnold is starting for the Niners. Is he that much of a downgrade from Purdy? I don't know. Purdy really hasn't impressed too much. I'm gonna go Bengals. I feel like they got to start turning it on. And the 49ers, this is kind of a time they're on a 2-game losing streak. The morale might be low. Obviously, no Brock Purdy. I'm gonna go Cincy in this one, but that one's tough. Sunday night football. I don't know. I cannot tell you why this is the Sunday night game, but we got the Bears taking on the Chargers in SoFi. Tyson Bagent making his second career NFL start, but I mean it's a tough matchup. The Chargers, only with 2 wins, I believe only with 2 wins on the season. They're favored by 8.5. I can't go against that. It's on the road. It's prime time. The Bears got Tyson Bagent starting at QB. If he wins this game, and they do it convincingly, you gotta fire Staley first of all. I mean, this should have already been done like last season. But if Tyson Bagent goes out there and wins this, we might be having some decisions to make in the Bears front office. And also, the Bears need to fire. Well, maybe not fire Eberflus. He's turned the defense around. I'm not gonna lie, the Bears defense was very good last week against the Raiders. Now it was against the Raiders with Brian Hoyer in at QB. They won 30-12 though. Deontay Foreman had a great game. Tyson Bagent looked okay. I watched the whole game. People are gonna say he had 160 yards, 1 touchdown. He looked okay. He doesn't throw the ball very far. But I'm gonna go Chargers. I feel like if the Bears move Eberflus to defensive coordinator and get an offensive guy and a head coach, I feel like that could be the route. That's the route I would take. But I gotta go Chargers in this one. Justin Herbert, they got so much talent, and I think it's a little bit of a matchup problem for Chicago. Tyson Bagent in his first prime time game. It's a tough one in SoFi. I mean, the Chargers don't have any fans, so maybe, but I gotta go LA. And then the Monday night game. This is another weird primetime game. I don't know why this is the Monday night game. In Detroit. Detroit's coming off the big loss to Baltimore. I think Dan Campbell's going to coach him up. I really like him as a head coach. The Raiders coming off a miserable loss. Both these teams coming off a miserable loss. Who's going to bounce back? I'm going with the Lions. They're the better team by far in this matchup. And they got it at home. All signs showing Detroit's going to win this one. So give me Jared Goff and them boys. I really like the Lions. They're really the only NFC North team I like. I feel like everyone hates the Packers in this division. If you're a fan of an NFC North team, I can guarantee you hate the Packers, unless of course you're a Packers fan. But I feel like the other three kind of get along. Maybe the Bears Vikings there's a little, but not too much. And everyone, I mean, the Bears and Vikings. I like the Lions. I don't. There's no really hate between them. So I'm a big fan of the Lions. I'm a big fan of Dan Campbell. I'm a big fan of Dave Montgomery. Obviously, he was on the Bears for a while. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I like St. Brown. I like a lot of guys on their team. They're a fun team to watch. So give me the Lions. They're at home Monday night. I'm gonna go with them. But yeah, it's gonna be the video. Hope you enjoyed our Week 8 NFL game predictions. It was a fun one to make. Obviously, I'm gonna tell you this every time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Been working my butt off to get you guys videos and to stay on our tough schedule I made for myself here, but gotta get you guys the content. So once college basketball starts up in about 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing that Monday night. College football Tuesday night. This video obviously Wednesday night, and then NBA every Thursday night. So yeah, that's gonna be the schedule moving forward. Make sure you turn on the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of those videos coming. My Discord and X are linked in the description. You can follow that. You can join that. Whatever you like to do. And yeah, it's gonna be the video. We will see you guys next week. Let me know if you guys want me to make college basketball preview video. I'm thinking about doing that. So let me know if you guys want to see it. And yeah, it's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys probably Monday, but maybe sooner if I do a college basketball video. We'll figure it out. No NBA video this Thursday. We did one Monday, and obviously by tomorrow, all the teams will only have played one game. Not much to discuss there. We did our full, in-depth season predictions on Monday night. That's a great video. Go check it out. And yeah, it's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.